Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's class, I will be explaining you the poem Fire and Ice written by Robert Frost from class 10. So firstly, we'll see the surface meaning, the literal meaning, and then we'll go deeper into it. So let's begin by reading out the poem first. Some say the world will end in fire. Some say in ice. From what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. But if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction eyes is also great and would suffice. So let's begin the introduction. So in the first stanza, poet is basically talking about the end of this world. There are two sets of people holding different opinions. So first set believes that the one day the world will end in fire, means the temperature of this earth would rise up to such an extent that it would lead to end of the world completely. All right, but on the other hand, there is another set of people who believes that instead of earth being getting destroyed by fire, it would end in ice, means instead of temperature being risen up, it would go down to such an extent that would such an extent that everything would freeze and that would bring destruction to this world. ऑल राइट, तो दो सेट है लोगों के. एक कह रहे हैं कि इस दुनिया का जो अंत है वो फायर से होगा एंड दूसरे कह रहे हैं कि आइस से होगा. बट the poet is saying that from what I have tasted of desire, tasted मतलब what I have experienced, जो मैंने experience करा है, I hold with those who favor fire, means I am with those persons who believe that this world will end in fire. So basically, is this the fire that we use to cook food? क्या ये उसी fire की बात हो रही है? No. This fire is not basically that fire. Here the fire is symbol. Basically, not only the fire and ice. These two words are basically representing the self-destructing human emotions, and that are fire stands for desire. Fire is a symbol of desire, and ice is a symbol of hatred. All right. So, what poet is basically trying to say? The poet is telling that humans' desire nowadays is growing at such a rapid rate that in order to fulfill that desire, men can do anything, can even harm others, can even hurt others. Right? Let's suppose I am giving you an example. If my one desire of getting a new car gets fulfilled, जैसी मेरी एक मैंने कार खरीदनी थी, जैसे मेरी वो डिजायर जो है वो पूरी हो गई, एट द सेम टाइम एन अदर डिजायर अराइजेस अप, दूसरी डिजायर खड़ी रहती है. लेट्स सपोज नाउ आई वांट टू हैव अ लैपटॉप, and as soon as I buy a laptop, I get it, another desire of having a new refrigerator at home gets rise up. ठीक है, तो in the same manner the desire never ends, it keeps on growing. ठीक है, तो ये desire जो है, and this fire of desire, ये जो fire है किसकी, of desire, is capable of bringing complete destruction to this world. All right, so fire is basically desire, lust. जो आपकी डिजायर ही कुछ एक्सट्रीम लेवल तक जब ऊपर हो जाती है ना, दैट यू कैन डू एनीथिंग टू फुलफिल दैट डिजायर, सो दैट बिकम्स लस्ट. एंड greed means you become greedy in order to get your desires fulfilled. All right, so moving to the next stanza. But if it had to perish twice, the poet is saying that if this world had to perish twice, means two times, then the poet is also supporting the ice. ठीक है, poet is also supporting ice, and poet is saying that ice is as capable as desire or fire in bringing complete destruction to the earth. All right, and ice here is not basically the ice. ठीक है, जो हम बर्फ की बात नहीं कर रहे हैं. ice here is an other human emotion, that is hatred. All right, and what hatred does actually, let's suppose if I have hatred in my heart towards others, hatred never let persons think mentally or judge other things wisely. हेट्रेड कभी ऐसा नहीं करने देती है. हेट्रेड मेक्स योर माइंड बैरन, आपके माइंड को बंजर बना देती है. राइट, एंड यू कैन डू uh, even you can even harm others to fulfill your desire. You can even kill others. Hatred makes you insensitive towards the feeling of others. You become indifferent towards human emotions. So this is what that hatred does. All right, I am also citing you one another example. Let's suppose you all must have read about Hitler in class 9th. आप सबने हिटलर के बारे में पढ़ा है क्लास 9th में. Who was Hitler? He was basically a dictator who ruled Germany, right? So, what Hitler did actually, when he conquered, when he became dictator of Germany, जब वो जर्मनी का डिक्टेटर बन गया, so what he did, in his heart a little desire arose, and what that his desire was, he wanted to conquer the neighboring countries, जो उसके आसपास की countries थी. He wanted to expand his territory, and in order to do that he started invading other countries. उसने दूसरी countries के ऊपर आक्रमण करना शुरू कर दिया. And Hitler was the one who gave orders to his soldiers. उसी ने अपने soldiers को orders दिए ना कि आप दूसरी कंट्री पे जाकर हमला करो, अटैक करो, किल करो लोगों को, कोई बात नहीं, मारना पड़े तो कुछ भी कर सकते हैं. इट मीन्स व्हाट ही डिड, अपनी डिजायर को फुलफिल करने के लिए ही वाज अग्रीड टू do damage to so many people, right? To do destruction at a large scale. Okay, so this is the example of desire. हिटलर की डिजायर ने उससे क्या करवाया. So now moving on to आइस से अगर हम कंपेयर करें, अगेन आई एम साइटिंग यू एन एग्जाम्पल ऑफ हिटलर. हिटलर ने क्या करा, हिटलर अब हमने पढ़ा कि हिटलर वॉज सो इनडिफरेंट टुवर्ड्स ज्यूज, है ना. उसने ज्यूज को ही वॉज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर मास किलिंग ऑफ ज्यूज. ज्यूज की मास किलिंग के लिए ही वॉज रिस्पॉन्सिबल बिकॉज ही डिसलाइक देम बिकॉज ऑफ सो एंड सो रीजंस. वो उसको ज्यूज बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं थे. व्हाट ही डिड, ही सेंट देम टू द गैस चैम्बर्स. गैस चैम्बर्स में उनको भेज देता था. किसके लिए, इन ऑर्डर टू लेट देम डाई देयर, है ना, मारने के लिए भेजता था उनको. सो व्हाट ही थॉट एक्चुअली कि ज्यूज जो हैं, दोज आर द सेट ऑफ पीपल्स हु डोंट डिजर्व टू लिव, है ना, जिनको जिंदा रहने का कोई हक नहीं है. ठीक है, मीन्स ही बिकम सो रिजिड इन हिज आइडिया. वो इतना रिजिड हो गया ना अपने आइडिया में. रिजिड मतलब एक ठोस ओपिनियन बना लेना जिसको फिर हम चेंज नहीं कर सकते. तो इतना वो ठोस हो गया कि उसने ज्यूस को बस मारना है तो मारना है, क्योंकि उसके मन में कोई इमोशंस नहीं रहे. ही बिकम सो कोल्ड हार्टेड. कहते हैं ना, हाउ कोल्ड वर यू, यू ट्रीटेड मी सो कोल्डली, तुमने मुझे बहुत कोल्डली ट्रीट किया. सो कोल्डली वर्ड का क्या मतलब है यहाँ पे, क्या बर्फ वाला ठंडा? नहीं. कोल्डली मतलब जब आप ह्यूमन इमोशंस को लैक करते हो, आपके अंदर कोई ह्यूमन इमोशंस ही नहीं है, आप दूसरे की बात को समझ ही नहीं पा रहे, दूसरों की चीजों को समझ ही नहीं पा रहे. एंड इन ऑर्डर टू गेट योर थिंग्स डन, you can do whatever you want. You can even kill others. All right. So this poem was all about it. ये poem just इसी के बारे में थी. I hope you were able to uh, understand what was there in the poem. So one more thing is left, that is fire causes quick destruction. Fire जो है वो quick destruction cause करती है. As we know, fire spreads so quickly. So desire in the same manner spreads so quickly and can cause destruction so quickly. Whereas on the other hand, eyes is capable of causing destruction slowly and steadily. Let's suppose if I have hatred in my heart towards others, it keeps on lingering there for a long time. है ना, I cannot forget that so easily. वो हार्ट में रहेगी एंड लॉन्ग समय तक रहेगी. So fire is capable of causing destruction quickly. It's a quick agent, whereas eyes or hatred is capable of causing destruction slowly and steadily. All right. So moving on to the, I hope so the poem is clear. Now moving on to the poetic devices. First one is symbolism, and this I made it clear to you in the beginning of the poem. Here fire is the symbol of desire, lust or greed, and eyes on the other hand is the symbol of hatred, jealousy, rigid, intolerance, indifference. So many words are there. Next is personification. Personification क्या होता है? When living characters are assigned to non-living things. Here we know that human is capable of causing destruction to the earth by their action. Human beings इस अर्थ को डिस्ट्रॉय कर सकते हैं उनके एक्शन से. बट यहाँ पर आईज एंड फायर जो है दोनों ही कैपेबल बताए गए हैं टू कॉजिंग एंड टू दिस वर्ल्ड. ऑल राइट. सो यहाँ पर दे, फायर एंड आइज बोथ आर पर्सोनिफाइड, दोनों को यहाँ पर्सोनिफाई किया गया है. नेक्स्ट इज एलिटरेशन. एलिटरेशन इज when same sound at the beginning of the nearly placed words is repeated. जो पास पास वर्ड्स है ना एक सेंटेंस में, और उनका जो बिगिनिंग ऑफ द वर्ड है और सेम साउंड जब रिपीट होती है, सो एग्जांपल्स ऑफ एलिटरेशन आर some say, as you can say some say, स साउंड रिपीट हो रही है. वर्ल्ड विल, बिगिनिंग ऑफ द वर्ड देखो इज द सेम. ऑल राइट. एंड फेवर, फायर, far and far, and beginning of the word is same. All right, so all these are the examples of alliteration. Now moving on to the next poetic device, that is assonance. What is assonance? Repetition of vowel sound in the same line. जब in between the line के जो words हैं वहां पर vowel sound जब आपको देखने को मिलती है, that is known as assonance. So example of assonance is in this poem is I hold with those who favor fire. देखिए यहाँ पर I hold, O sound, hold vowel है, those who favor fire. So this line is the example of assonance. Next is enjambment. I made this poetic device clear to you in the last video, in dust of snow. So when one idea continues to the next line without any punctuation mark. So as we can see, यहाँ पर punctuation mark कहाँ है इस paragraph के, as I can check in the book. So here is the punctuation mark ice के बाद, and here is the punctuation mark fire के बाद, and in the second stanza it's here suffice के बाद. All right, so this is an example of enjambment, क्योंकि यहाँ पर कोई poetic device नहीं है, the idea is continuing to the next line, and यहाँ पर एक क्या है punctuation mark है. In the same manner ये भी एक example है enjambment का, क्योंकि यहाँ कोई punctuation mark नहीं है, next line में idea continue हो रहा है, and here is the punctuation mark. In the same manner second stanza is whole the example of enjambment, क्योंकि यहाँ पर कहीं पर भी punctuation mark नहीं है, and it's here at the end. All right, so enjambment. Next is metaphor. What is metaphor? When a comparison is being done between the two things without using the word like and as. जब हम बिना like और as word का इस्तेमाल करें, हम comparison करते हैं दो चीजों में. यहाँ पर देखिए पोएट ने ये नहीं बोला कि the fire is like desire and the eyes is like hatred. उसने ऐसा नहीं बोला. He simply said fire of desire. मतलब कि उसने फायर को कंपेयर करा डिजायर से विदाउट यूजिंग द वर्ड लाइक एंड एज. इन द सेम मैनर आइज इज हेट्रेड. He said, he told us that eyes is hatred, and he made this comparison without using the word like and as. So both these words are metaphor. Then next is antithesis. Antithesis is when two contradictory words are used. So here fire and eyes both are contradictory words opposite to each other, and these two words are the hallmark of this poem. All right, so these two words of fire is the antithesis of eyes. One more poetic device is left, that is anaphora. What is anaphora? When you get to see same words in the beginning of two consecutive lines, that is known as anaphora. मैं यहाँ लिख देती हूँ, जैसे यहाँ देखिए फर्स्ट लाइन क्या है some से, and the second line is also some से. So this is the example of anaphora. मैंने यहाँ लिखना भूल गई मैं, तो यहाँ पर एक पोएटिक डिवाइस हो रही है यूज, दैट इज anaphora. I hope so the poem is clear to you. Anything left? Yes, one thing left, that is rhyming scheme. All right, so quickly look at the rhyming scheme of both the stanzas. I told you what you need to do is you need to look at the sound of the last letter of a particular line. So here fire, I'm not reading out the whole sentence, I'm just looking at the last word. This is fire. र साउंड आ रही है, र के लिए मैंने ए लगा दिया. आइस स, बी डिजायर र र र ए, then again fire a. So what would be the rhyming scheme of this stanza? That comes out to be first stanza की a b a a, a b a a. And what about the rhyming scheme of second stanza? Quickly look at that. Twice स ए, hate बिल्कुल अलग है, twice स साउंड आ रही थी, hate ट बी, eyes twice स ए, great ट साउंड आ रही है ना, great, hate बी दे दूंगी इसको, and suffice स ए, again a. So what will be the rhyming scheme of this stanza? That this comes out to be A, B, A, B, A. I hope so. Finding out rhyming scheme is very much clear to you. And so, what the poet is basically trying to tell us through this poem is that we need to control human emotions, like these two emotions, desire and hatred, because we humans nowadays are letting these emotions rule over them. If we don't check these emotions, then this these two emotions will surely bring end to this world, because humanity will not exist. All right, I hope so the poem is crystal clear to you. If still you have any doubt, please comment in the comment section below. Please like, share and subscribe my channel with open heart and open arms. See you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.